Yes, we have more stupidity coming out of Qatar as the Western powers are still seemingly hell-bent on being virtue-signaling wankers. This time coming from Germany, of all places. So with that being said, I would like to apologize to my handful of German subscribers. A few of them are monarchists, so they're good people. Our to the Kaiser. Anyway, why Germany of all countries? Really? You would think after the Third Reich you'd maybe try and avoid pushing political ideologies beyond your borders. And this is arguably worse. Before it was the fascismus, German flavor of an Italian invention. Now it's pushing this degenerate commie cringe, which has a foul German origin, yet further perverted through the French and the Americans. You know, somehow I get the impression this is not quite what Lady Liberty had in mind. What gives, Yanks? Your origin story is supposedly about getting away from this apparently horrid, evil British Empire that, civilized the entire world and ended slavery. Now you're the chief architect of this subversive form of perverted imperialism under the guise of liberation. What bollocks. But anyway, back to Germany. So in the wake of them being prohibited from sporting the pathetic rainbow-affiliated logo, they now decided to do this. Now, this is supposed to symbolize them being silenced by the oppressive Qatari regime and FIFA, because, these players really give a massive shit about sexual liberation. Oh, but they do. Every night they lie awake staring at the ceiling thinking, oh, who will think of the gays? It is us. For we, through the power of self-humiliation, will be the true agents of change for this world. Give me a break, what a bunch of f***s. Now here's the thing. Perception matters a lot, and when I saw this, my mind went somewhere else entirely, because symbolically, from my perspective, this gesture makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, putting tape over your mouth will exhibit, some symbolism of coercive silence, but anyone can put their hand over their mouth. That's a voluntary act. So when I saw this, these guys came to mind. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these, the Hear, See, and Speak No Evil monkeys. And tell me they don't all look like the Speak No Evil monkey, whose name I think is Iwazaru. From this perspective, it looks like you're not speaking evil and deciding to shut the hell up, which is great. This is why these idiots need to stay the hell out of politics and play the damn game. If they spend less time trying to think of stupid ways to virtue signal and maybe spend more time playing football, maybe you wouldn't lose your opening match with a country who out-crueled you in the Second World War. But make no mistake, these players don't give a flying fuck about any of this crap. They're paid shills, corporate drones, useful idiots in the playbook of globalists. Who are they kidding? Have they ever protested any team before? No. Have they ever protested or boycotted a game against Saudi Arabia? No. So this is just a subversive Western ploy to push their political degeneracy. And Qatar knows this, they're not stupid. The Westerners, on the other hand, I think they're both arrogant and stupid. But let's read from the lefty rag that is the Huffington Post, because this is pretty funny. Team captains, including Germany's captain, Manuel Neuer, had planned to wear the armband with the heart-shaped, multicolored logo, a symbol for inclusion and diversity. But the 7 federations backed down after FIFA made it clear they would face consequences if they did not. Good, well done. We may have our bands taken away from us, but we'll never let our voices be taken from us, Neuer said. We stand for human rights, while every piece of apparel we wear and that sponsors us uses slave labor from the third world. But ignore all of that and just admire us for standing here with our hands over our mouths like we're all about to vomit. Neuer said the idea for the mouth-covering gesture came from the team. We really wanted to do something, and we thought about what we could do, Neuer said. It was clear that we wanted to send a signal. A hollow but virtuous one, no doubt. With our captain's armband, we wanted to send a signal for values that we live in the national team. I suppose that's love, probably. Diversity and mutual respect. Being loud together with other nations. By putting your hand over your mouth and saying nothing. Well done. It's not a political message. Yes, it is. Human rights are non-negotiable, except when it comes to club apparel profits. That should be obvious. Unfortunately, it still isn't. That's why this message is so important to us, the Federation said. Denying us the armband is like muzzling us. Our stance stands. Qatar has been under scrutiny for its human rights record and laws criminalizing homosexuality. Funny, before this tournament, most people in the West never spoke of Qatar, knew nothing about it, and I will bet you the vast majority of people can't even point to it on a fucking map. But we are somehow going to lecture them about their culture while not even knowing its geographical freaking location. You can sort of understand why these people think the West are all a bunch of arrogant assholes, because they kind of are. German Soccer Federation President Bernd Neuendorf called the warning another low blow from FIFA. Yes, while you twats are trying to promote a different sort of low blow of the man-on-man variety. Seriously, how deluded must you be to think this nation's uber-traditionist customs are somehow going to diminish, all due to the antics of a bunch of dumb virtue-signaling fucking athletes who don't even live there, have no intention of ever living there, and who know nothing about the nation whatsoever? The level of ego one has to believe any of that shit is simply astounding. And that is all for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.